FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is with you meeting me at the office.
On October 15th, 2019, a wealthy businesswoman was accused of fleeing the scene of a traffic accident in Franklin County, Florida. She was formally charged by the local sheriff's office. However, just 3 days later, those charges were suddenly dropped by the department without much explanation. The unusual sequence of events quickly caught the attention of the FBI. In response, the Bureau dispatched a federal agent to look into the case. To maintain operational secrecy, the FBI agent called a local officer's personal cell phone and requested a private meeting in a nearby parking lot. Although the agent identified himself as FBI, the chosen meeting location raised red flags for the officer. Suspicious, the officer notified dispatch and requested a background check on the agent's vehicle. 5 minutes later, the vehicle report came back, and it only deepened the officer's suspicions. Although the agent tried to explain that the vehicle's registration was intentionally masked for covert use, the officer wasn't buying it. At this point, he had pretty much convinced himself that the agent was an imposter. Realizing the situation was escalating, the agent calmly asked the officer if he was being placed under arrest. But instead of answering, the officer snapped back with a question of his own, one laced with frustration over how the agent had gotten access to his private number. The agent refused to disclose the source, which only escalated tensions between them. Seeing that things might spiral out of control, the agent chose to step out of the car with his hands raised, signaling that he would cooperate if placed under arrest. But this wasn't surrender. It was a calculated legal move, because no one understands U.S. law better than a federal agent, and making an unlawful arrest of an FBI agent, that's a serious felony. So the agent calmly raised his hands and said, "I'm cooperating now. Let's see if you actually have the guts to arrest me."